DJ Gremlin in the house. One of South Africa's finest.
Thanks for joining my channel. My name is Gremlin and I'm a South African national DJ champion and events promoter from the heart of Cape Town. Join me as I take you behind the scenes of my daily life as a DJ, whether it's rocking clubs, hitting festivals, spinning at corporate events or on the radio. Welcome to GTV. Okay, GTV episode 2, we are carrying on straight where we left off last week. Thank you so much for watching that episode. If you haven't watched it, please check it out. That's GTV episode 1. And we are carrying on straight from Sunday. I've been trying to record voiceovers this entire week because there is ridiculously loud construction happening literally right next door to me in my apartment building, which is super fun. But yeah, just gotta live with it.
Shaking the wall.
Something really exciting. I did a campaign for LEMKUS. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to share it on here because of copyright issues, but here's a little taste of what it is. Such an innovative campaign. I did the full sound design. The entire concept of the campaign was a throwback to the 2000s. My brief was to create a sound design that was to be played on a CD that was in the box. The audio on the CD gave instructions as to how to unlock the box, and then you could access the sneakers. So super cool. I love projects like this. I'd love to be a part of more stuff like this. Shout out to LEMKUS, shout out to Nike. Thank you guys so much. It's Monday, and that usually means that I have a drum lesson. It was a childhood passion of mine. Even before DJing, I started drum lessons with a very cool guy called Sunglass Hut. He is a metal drummer and he has drum lessons in a church, which is pretty ironic. Yo, so happy to be back, man. I've been feeling to come here. I've really seen the progress. Like, it's been super fun. He's a great teacher. For the first time in my life, I'm learning how to read music. I'm learning how to understand and interpret and even write music now as well. So shout out to Dylan, my man. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I'm overthinking it. Boom, boom, boom.
And those falls before the chorus.
Yeah, definitely. After my drum lesson, I had to rush home and get ready for our final league match at Vasco da Gama, my football club. It's our very last match of the season. It's been a super long season, super fun, and it was all coming to an end tonight on a Monday night, which is not usual, but it is pretty fun to play under the lights. So we were away at Garden Village, who had just been crowned the league winners and the cup winners. So they are the best team in the league. We had just come off a fantastic win against Tableview, who had finished second. They pretty much have won the league for the past 6 or 7 years. So beating them last week was a great motivator for us to just finish the season on a high.
Hey! What's up, mate? You right? You doing well? You looking good, son?
Denzel's back. Denzel B is back.
Big Grimmy?
This is our last game, guys. The 30th away from us. Because they've won the league. I don't think it's going to be a hectic game. We're going to have to fight and argue and all that type of stuff.
It was a lekker season. A lot of money stepped up this year. It's ended on the lekker high. It's lekker just to be with a person. Like, you know, you have all the cat at home. You know, whatever cat you're dealing with at work. You know, your personal cat. As soon as you get on the field and you're with the boys, it's like all that is just gone. Huh? So thank you, Anna. And let's enjoy this.
It was a freezing night out in Pinelands.
Momo, MVP. Dankie voorplay.
Cold Palmer.
Designated cameraman.
Out of your fucking mind, but if you need a goal, come you bench, you know the vibes.
As Garden Village were the league winners and cup winners, it's a sign of respect for us to give them a guard of honor before the match. We ended up going up 2-0 within the first 20 minutes of the game. Then out of nowhere, Carlisle picks up the ball in the center circle. He just unleashed a screamer. I don't think the keeper was expecting it, but it just shot straight up, which was super weird. And then somehow, I don't know what this keeper was thinking, but yeah, signs of Jordan Pickford. Second half starts and we conceded another goal, and I think it was 3-2 at this stage. Then we get a free kick just outside the box, and once again Carlisle steps up and scores a beauty. They still are the best team in the league, so it's not like they were giving us these opportunities. But there were moments like this where Mo just chases a loose ball for nothing, and the keeper comes out all the way to the throw-in line and ends up making a terrible pass. It comes straight out to Alvin. He takes a weak shot, but the defender just didn't know how to deal with it. And all of a sudden, we're up 5-3 and we win the game. Feeling so good after that performance now. Last game of the season with Vasco, my team, the Wave, away to the league winners, the cup winners, the best team in the league on their home ground, and we beat them 5-3. By far the best performance of the season. To end the season on a high like this, yeah, it's great. And it really doesn't mean anything, you know. Nobody's playing for anything here really. It's amateur football at the end of the day, but you know, we are just some guys that love soccer, love to play, and when we have the time and the energy, this is what we do. So we really have become a solid group of gents. The best thing for me is that there's such a big age difference. We have Ethan, our goalkeeper, who's 15, Adonis, I think also 15. Some guys that have just finished high school, Mo, Onke, 19, 18 years old, all the way up to our captain. I think he's 36 or 37. He's been with Vasco his whole life. It's amazing to be a part of a team like this.
Go on, son! Thank you for playing. Thank you, Vasco.
It's the most fun I've had in years with soccer, just being back on the 11-a-side, full field.
Alright, so last year I scored 1. I lost 10 kilos, so I scored 5. So I'm gonna lose another 10, I'm gonna score 15 next year. As nog Vasco, waves up. Thank you, gents.
I'm proud of myself for staying healthy and, you know, pushing myself not just for my career, but for my fitness and my health and my mental health as well. Things like soccer is just so important to me. Kane and I speak about it all the time, just in terms of something away from the nightlife industry, away from music, just to have that camaraderie and an escape into something, you know, away from everything and just fully diving into something that we love. It's so healthy and it's so important, and I hope that we carry on with this energy into next season, and we can compete and hopefully win something, maybe a cup or the league, because as it's looking right now, it's looking pretty good. We can only get better. The next day I was getting ready for my corporate gig that night, which was on a Tuesday. It's just that time of the year where there's a lot of staff parties and corporate year ends, and this was just another one of those. So Tuesday night with one of my long-standing clients, Sunglass Hut. I've been doing work with them for many years, and it's always great to just have a good time with them. They book me quite often throughout the year, but their year-end parties are always a lot of fun. We arrived upstairs at Rooftop on Brie. It just looked really good. I've never seen Rooftop on Brie in that way. I've done quite a lot of gigs there. They're usually more club style events, but this was more of a gala dinner vibe.
What's happening? Calvin in the house, baby. The night's not great, just the guitar, I feel like it's...
So with corporate gigs, you don't really know what to expect. With a club gig, I know that I just need to play music for people to dance to and make sure that they're buying drinks and having a good time. But with a corporate gig, every single one is completely different, with a completely different objective and brief. And sometimes you figure it out along the way.
Get my master's on like just about 11 o'clock. Okay. You want to push on your side?
So with this being a gala dinner, it was a formal event, but it wasn't necessarily a strictly like uptight vibe. So I was still playing hip hop, R&B, fun vibes.
So please give them a round of applause.
Yay!
They just came back from Austria. These guys are really going places. They opened for Kings of Leon and all of that good stuff.
Wow.
So please, they've got a single out with Jimmy Davis. Listen on the radio. I'm cropping you majorly out. So that's amazing. Then we got DJ Gremlin in the house. One of South Africa's finest. And people don't know is this man won Red Bull South Africa's best DJ. We only get you the best. We only get you the best.
And even though it just feels like maybe background music while people are having dinner, it's still very important to keep the vibe going and keep the energy up. You also never know who's watching. Your next client could be in the building and you don't want to seem like you're just going through the motions. So I'm doing routines, I'm scratching, just showing my full energy as if I was at a festival or a club. So another example of never knowing what to expect at these corporate events. I was told about 10 minutes before that they were doing an award ceremony and that when people were going to come up and receive their awards, I just had to play some music. So these are the type of things that you have to be prepared for. Sometimes they just trust you enough to know that you're going to have the right taste. That's also why I'm like one of the only DJs that play for Sunglass Hut events, because they know that I'm always ready for any occasion and anything they throw at me. It was a great surprise to see my friends Nico and Freddie from Riva's restaurant in the Vaticant. They were in charge of all the catering for the night. Two awesome guys from Italy, typical Italians.
I'm waiting for my awards. We put our passion about the food we're having tonight. So, like in 7 years, we are in South Africa. We come from North, Milan. So, which is the real Italy. The North.
As we were leaving, we bumped into the legends, Reddy D and EAZY. They were on the way to Reddy D's gig at the House of Machines. Any and every opportunity I get to watch the GOAT, I take it. Such an intimate vibe just to watch him in his element and just going crazy like he always does. So much respect to the legend Reddy D.
Who shot John? Separate the wheat from the ox. Leap off the creek and roads. Who shot John? Separate the wheat from Who shot John? Separate the wheat from the ox. Leap off the creek and roads. Who shot John? Separate the wheat from the
but ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
everybody out there really enjoyed just seeing real DJing on display. And that was just the start of the week. I've got so much more to share over the next few weeks. Really exciting stuff coming up. So make sure that you stay up to date, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.